If you purchase these 3 items or use this service at any dealership across the country, you're getting scammed. Dealerships love to share with you how you can save money by spending money. That just simply doesn't add up. Where it is true, if you want to make money, you got to spend money, but you never save money by spending money. And so many times I've heard it over my career since I started in the car business in 2000 is the dealer screwed me over because you owe more money on your car than what it's worth. A lot of times that you owe more money on your car than what it's worth is because you purchased these 3 items or use this service. The very first thing I want to bring up so you don't get scammed on your next car deal is credit insurance. There's 4 types of credit insurances out there. They can be named different things out there and whatnot, but the very first one is credit life insurance. And this is exactly what it sounds like. If you die before your loan's paid off, this credit life insurance policy, the scam policy I should say, sits there and pays your car loan off for you so that your loved ones don't have to buy it. Now this finance manager that you talk to is going to come out, and you know that this is going to be a setup because they're going to say, in the event of your untimely death, who would you want the free and clear title to be signed over to, right? That is your number 1 hint that they're going to pitch you life insurance on your car loan, and you should never buy it. The second thing that goes into credit life insurance is disability insurance, credit disability insurance, if you want to call it that to be very specific. And what this does is exactly that. If you become disabled, it'll pay off the car or pay the payments until you get back on your feet from your disability. So you went in for a surgery that you're off for 6 weeks. That's when it pays. The third part of the credit insurance is the involuntary unemployment insurance. And this was really big back in 08, 2009, 2010. In the event that you got laid off, fired, whatever the case may be, then they would kick in and pay your payments. The problem of this is you got fired, you have no income coming in, your payments are still due, and it may take them 60 or 90 days before they start repaying you or paying those payments for that car. So you may get late on your payment and you're just wasting money, in my opinion, on doing that. And the fourth one of the credit life insurance or the credit insurance category is credit property insurance. This one sounds a lot like GAP. This was recently brought up to me. I had to do some research on it because I'd never heard of it before in my 23 years in the car business. And basically, I had to write it down. The policy protects personal property used to secure the loan if destroyed by events like theft, accident, or natural disasters. And that just sounds weird. So the policy protects personal property used to secure the loan. So the only personal property to secure a car loan would be, yes, you've got it, the car, right? So if the car is a total loss and you owe this much money on it and the car is worth this much, that's where gap insurance comes in. So you don't need this extra insurance. And the reason why you don't want this extra insurance is for one reason. The premiums are this high compared to what you can get out on the open market. You can go out and contact your insurance agent or whomever you want out there to get premiums to protect you in the event that you become unemployed, in the event that you have a disability, in the event that you die. You can get other premiums out there so much cheaper than you can ever get from a car dealership and probably get 10 times the premium amount to protect your family and your assets. This next one is always pitched to you to enhance the value of your vehicle. You're buying a depreciating asset. Outside of 21 and 22 and part of 23, you don't have a vehicle that appreciates. It's just never happened in the history of the car industry with the exception of those 3 years. And that's protecting the paint. As someone who owns a professional detail shop, I can assure you that 99.9% of dealerships out there are only doing one thing to help you with paint protection. That's just take your money. They're not doing it to help you. They're not doing it to enhance the value of your car. They're doing it to line their pockets. Let me show you. This is a dealership grade ceramic coating. This is a professional grade ceramic coating. Again, as I say, I am certified, I am authorized to put ceramic coatings, and I have been highly trained to make sure that this stuff goes onto a car properly and lasts as long as it says it's gonna last. This is the watered down version that you're paying somewhere from around $700 up if you're a Honda, Toyota, Chevy dealer, and a Cadillac dealer or Mercedes dealer or Porsche dealer. This stuff right here, they're charging you somewhere right around 12, 13, 14, 1500 bucks. And the reason why that this stuff is a joke and is a crap is it's watered down. Also, the prep work to go in to put some sort of ceramic coating on a car, as they call this, it's got very little ceramic characteristics in it, and most importantly, the prep work is not done properly so that it adheres to it. I've literally watched and witnessed dealerships apply this paint protection to your vehicle, and they haven't even gotten the bugs off the car. Bird droppings, tree sap, they just go right over it because the guy who's putting this on is not certified, he's not professionally trained, and he's only doing it at whatever hourly wage or a little bit of a bonus that they're paying him to do it. So don't ever go to a dealership and expect to get a good paint sealant or protection from your car, regardless if they say ceramic or not. Another thing inside of the paint protection that dealerships love to pitch you is the windshield protection. They'll sit there and they have all sorts of things they can tell you about the windshield. They tell you they got Rain-X on steroids, all of that stuff. Don't pay for it, don't do it. It's a scam. And the exact same characteristics of applying this that they do for your windshield is exactly the same. They don't prep it properly. Number 3, let's talk about these guys right here. These keys have gotten so expensive over the years. This is a big add-on dealerships are charging you for in order to do what's called key replacement. They're typically charging you somewhere around $500 to $1,000 so that way you can get a key replacement, and then they'll pitch that into like a door dent ding, stuff like that. They'll package it all together and it's still charging you anywhere from $500 to $1,000. Well, let me tell you, that's a big scam. And where these keys are expensive, they can cost you $250 each time. You can go, I put a link in the description of this. Tom's Keys actually does keys by mail. So you literally can get a key. This key right here was cut to me by a photo of the current key that I have for this car. So we took a photo of it, we cut the key, and they sent it to us, and they even sent us the programmer to program this key to the car here. So now I don't have to go to the dealership, I don't have to wait, and this cost me like $100. It was nothing. It was so cheap. So how many keys have you lost in the past, and how many do you have to lose in order to make up for that $500 to $1,000? Not to mention, if they do throw in the door dent ding scratch policy in there as well, you can go to a paintless dent repair place and usually get a dent taken out of your car for less than $80. And you can probably talk them in to getting multiple dents taken out of your car for less than $80. I do it every day of the week with my hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cars that I sell per year here at the dealership. If this is the first time you're seeing this new channel, I own Chevy Dude YouTube channel. We're putting all of our car buying tips right here on Mike's Car Store. But as you know, or maybe you don't know, even though I titled this video 3, I'm gonna throw in an extra and give you 4 because no car dealership out there ever gives you more than what you're bargaining for. So number 4 is extremely important, and this costs you more money than it saves, and that is a bi-weekly payment system. Paying your car off is only gonna save you time and money on your loan, and saving the more money the better in my opinion, right? But dealerships have learned over the years that they can scoop in and help you out, especially if you don't have the best of credit. This is where they take the most advantage of you and set you up on a bi-weekly payment system. Listen, if you have to sign anything that says that you're gonna pay your car payment every 2 weeks and the car dealership is pushing you and pushing you and pushing you to save you money, you've got to remember one thing. When has a car dealership ever been so enthusiastic of pushing you to do something to save you money? They always do it in one way, and that's to line their pockets and put money in their pocket. A bi-weekly payment system is a very good thing to use, but you don't need to sign a contract to do it. My daughter pays her car payment every 2 weeks, but she does it right to the bank and she has it set up to do so. She's never signed anything to do a bi-weekly payment system. When you read these contracts, and you should read every contract before you sign it, you're gonna find out that they charge you an administration fee so that they can take the money out of your account and send it to your bank. And then sometimes these banks don't wanna do bi-weekly payments. That's when you have to go in there manually and do it. So you're gonna have nothing but problems. I've seen it personally over my time. I hate the bi-weekly payment systems, and I usually, once my customers have done it in the finance office, I've told them to call back in a week and cancel because it's all bullshit. By watching this video and using these tips, you probably just saved yourself anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000 on your next car purchase. So remember, don't buy credit life insurance, don't buy key replacement, don't buy paint protection from the dealership, and don't sign up for bi-weekly payments if you want to save money on your next car loan.